back to my channel. This is another session with EFSA, the European Federation of Sea Anglers. Today, I'm talking to Clarinda van der Zande and Miranda Koops from EFSA Netherlands. Yeah, hello, Clarinda and Miranda, how are you?
Really good. Yeah, we are fine. How are you?
Yeah, also not too bad, not too bad. Okay, let's talk about the championships in Nordvijk. I hope I pronounce it correctly. In Nordvijk.
Yeah, perfectly.
Where exactly are these championships and how do anglers get there?
Well, we're fishing Nordvijk this year. In previous years, we fished down at the south of the Netherlands and then in the middle, and now we're just way up towards the north, hence the name Nordvijk. It's just really easy to get to from the airport. It's about a 35-minute drive from the airport. And if you take the ferry it's Harwich-Hoek van Holland, which is the night ferry, you take that, it's just about an hour's drive from there. But you can also take Dover-Calais and you drive through France, Belgium, up through Holland, which is about 4.5 hours drive. So you can either take ferries from England and Ireland, or you can just come by car or by train or plane.
Okay, excellent. Yeah, sounds easy enough. So what is the program and how many days are we fishing?
So the opening will be on Wednesday evening, the 10th, and the members can arrive in casual EFSA gear, if they're just as long as it's clear from which country they are and they're all dressed the same, and others who have the uniform could come in uniform. We'll be having drinks and a couple of light snacks. Zones will be drawn that night, teams will be made known, and people could just meet up and have a couple of drinks. It's going to be like a reunion, as it always is.
Yeah.
And that's going to be at the clubhouse in Nordvijk itself, from the Sport Fisher. It's nearby the beach. We are fishing.
Okay.
Yeah. So then Thursday, Friday, and Saturday we'll be fishing from 9 to 2. And during the competition, all the competitors will be having getting from us either soup or a bread roll with something.
Perfect.
Just to break up the match, to give them something to tie them over for that time. And then on Saturday evening, we'll have the prize presentation with a buffet dinner, as you're used to, which we always give in Holland.
Okay, yeah, perfect. Sounds great. So what species are we after and how do we best catch them? So bait and traces and so on.
The species we can expect are, the most of it will be flounder, some depth, plaice. I think also the sea bass were coming in, and when it's cold enough, a little bit of whiting. Yeah, that's also what Miranda writing to me.
We can't see the weather.
We cannot force the weather, but most of the time when in May we are fishing, there will be a lot of fish, a lot of flounder we can catch, but we have a very soft winter at the moment, so we don't know what we can expect then. Yeah. So the time will learn us that.
What baits will we be getting?
We will get
lugworm, ragworm, maddies.
Okay.
That's what we're looking at now. There's the usual bait. If anyone who's ever fished the Netherlands, and this is the 5th time we've hosted it in the Netherlands, and it's the 3rd time that the two of us are doing it together with her husband. They know it's going to be the similar bait. So it's going to be ragworm, maddies, lugworm, razorfish.
Okay.
That's what we're going to have.
Sounds great. Again, as you said, usual baits for these waters.
Yes.
What are the beaches like, and will it be snaggy, for instance?
I'll leave this to. She fishes the beach more often than I do.
No, it's not. Yeah. It's not snaggy. Not what we are using in. We are fishing in Domburg and in Heinkesand. It is another beach. It's not snaggy. You can do everything you want. When the weather is when there is storm, you will get some weed. That's maybe a problem, but we cannot fish over there. We will switch to another venue, and that's also easy to fish. And it's also not snaggy. So I think everybody
Compared to what we fished previously, this is a very long stretch of beach, which is fairly flat.
Yeah.
There's no groins there. There's no rock groins as we usually have on the other beaches.
Yeah.
So this is a fair beach for everyone.
Sometimes you will have how we call it in English, the mile.
Yeah, there's a sandbank. It's going to be a small sandbank, but nothing very.
It won't be that tackle intense, right? So what is the scoring system?
What we're going to do is the same as always, is we're going to score every fish above 10 centimeters. And we score down, so 9.9 centimeters doesn't count. It has to be 10 or up. And we just do 1 point per centimeter.
Mm-hmm.
And if it's anything like it was in Domburg or in Heinke Sands, then we have a lot of scoring to do. There's loads of centimeters.
Yeah, let's hope so. Yeah. So what awards will the winners get?
There will be pins and medals. Obviously, the first 3 individuals will be getting the pins. And then there will be medals for the first individuals. There's going to be medals for the 2-man, 3-man, and 4-man team, gold, silver, and bronze. There's going to be gold, silver, bronze for the seniors, for the juniors, and for the ladies.
Okay, great. Yeah. So where do people stay in Nordvijk?
In Nordvijk, there's going to be loads and loads of places that you can be staying. The possibilities are really endless. If you get onto the internet and you go to Nordvijk, you'll see loads of places. The majority which have already booked, they're all staying at the Europarks, Parc du Soleil, which is a big park. There's an indoor swimming pool. There's a restaurant there. There's barbecue service, bread service. And we're staying at Pokendown, which is a separate park, very basic, but most of the housing is self-catering. So there's going to be a full kitchen, so you can cook if you want to, but you can also go into Nordvijk, which is just a 5-kilometer, 6-kilometer drive down the road. Where we're fishing, you can actually, after fishing, just walk down the road and have dinner and then drive back the other way towards the park.
And after the fishing, we will serve some fries, etc. at our
headquarter clubhouse. Yeah.
So people can also go over there and drink something and take a little snack.
Yeah, sounds fantastic. I booked my accommodation through booking.com, right? So I've got a bed and breakfast, I believe, that I booked, so it should be all right as well. How many anglers do you expect to fish?
80 anglers. It's wishful thinking because we've done this before. And the first time we had 78 anglers, and the first time we had 83 anglers, and the second time we had 78 anglers.
Yeah.
So we're just aiming for that amount again. And the things I've been hearing, the Germans have got in touch, and they're about 10. There's 10 to 12 Welsh. There's the Italians are wanting to come again. The Dutch are there. The Irish are coming. So we're hoping for 80, but I don't know, maybe 60, 65 would be a fair number.
Yeah, I think also that.
Which is always good because it's always more than the other countries we've fished.
Yeah, especially last year, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so in terms of, will there be any tackle shop nearby? Can anglers buy any fishing tackle should they lose some?
There is a little tackle shop nearby Nordvijk. And we will try to ask to one tackle shop if they want to come to our clubhouse to stay over there with some tackle stuff. So
and they will just have small tackle there, which lines, hooks, sinkers, swivels, just maybe the odd rod, but nothing really extravagant.
Yeah.
But if you get onto the internet, and once people are in Holland, we can show them towards the tackle shops. There are so many.
Yes.
Okay. No, again, it's brilliant to hear, and it's certainly different to some of the other venues we went to.
Nordvijk is a very small, quaint little town, which is very touristic. So you name it, and they have it. It's either for the food or for your fishing or for a place to stay. And
Mhm.
because it's on the coast, there's loads of little places joined together. So if you go to Katwijk, it could be just about a 10-minute drive up the road. You go to the next town,
Yeah.
you go to Haarlem, it's a 30-minute drive, and you'll have about 7 tackle shops there.
Yeah. Will the restaurants be open?
Yes, the restaurants will be open, and that's no problem over there. And you don't need a QR code or something like that. So everybody can take some food or something else. So that's no problem.
Okay, great.
And you name it, they'll sell it, whether it's Italian or Greek or
Yeah.
French, fancy French to cheap fish and chips. You name it, and you can get it there.
Okay, fantastic. So lastly, who do anglers contact in Nordvijk when they don't have any questions?
Both Clorinda and I can be approached for any questions concerning the competition or any other information. Also Frank, her husband Frank, he's the one that's going to be doing all the results and giving us all the extra information that we need concerning different stuff that might arise. But when it comes down to the actual competition or whatever question they have, they can approach the both of us.
Yes. And during the matches, I don't think we are told it yet, but we will.
I think we have. I think we've told most people. Yeah.
Yes, but
I mentioned it in Italy. Yeah.
Yeah, but they will be. You have not to walk to the beach to your tag number. There will be drive some tractors.
Okay.
And one of the driver of the tractor will be on the beach during the match. So when there are some issues or problems, they can go to him and he will come to us for the problem or something like that.
Okay, cool.
So we'll be having tractors with flatbeds, and when you're on top of the beach, you walk from the car park to the clubhouse is about 100 meters.
Yeah.
And then from the clubhouse to the beach is another 100 meters. Then you get onto the back of the flatbed with all your tackle, and they'll drive you to the zone.
Yeah. Okay.
And then they'll pick you up again at the end.
Okay, super. Well, that should make it attractive for everybody who can't walk very far. So that's an important point, I guess. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, excellent. Yeah, thank you very much for the information. And I'm sure anglers will be interested and hopefully register in large numbers, perhaps beating the 80 you're hoping for after having seen this video.
Hope so.
Yeah. All right. Thank
Okay,
you very
thank
much.
you.
Thank you.
Interested anglers, please register with EFSA Netherlands. More information on the efsafishing.org. See you in the Netherlands.